What's up everybody, the Big Andy back again. Today's video I'm going to go over the top 10 worst Call of Duty maps of all time as told by me. Now a lot of these maps, all of these maps for that matter, are just downright terrible. You would always vote to skip these maps. You'd always vote against them even if it was a mediocre map going up against it in the games where you could vote. But let's just dive right in and see the maps you never wanted to see come up on the playlist. Coming in at number 10 is Call of Duty Ghosts Chasm. This map was terrible. I could have filled up this whole entire list with Call of Duty Ghost maps, but I decided to spare you from that and give you a whole variety of some of the worst maps from all around. This map is, there's no correct flow to it at all. It's just crazy. It's like a 6-layer map. Nobody wants to play this. Couple that with Ghost's terrible mechanics and you've got a recipe for disaster. One thing when I was putting together this list that I factored in was if it was a DLC map and you actually had to pay extra to play on a shitty map you never wanted to play on, then it might have outranked a map that maybe even a little bit worse, but you didn't have to pay for it because it came on the disc. And that's the case with Black Ops 2's Magma. It's not a very good map, not set out very well. The lava reminded me of that stupid-ass zombies level where you can't even run around the map correctly. It's terrible. Terrible. Coming in at number 8, I've got Array. This is less of a first-person shooter map and more of a hiking simulator. If you played Black Ops 1 and you remember this map, you just remember hiking from the top of the screen where you see up in the right-hand corner all the way to where that bottom left-hand side power line tower is and getting sniped and running 45 seconds all the way back to where you just were. Dropping in at number 7 on my list is Black Ops 2 Drone. This map was it was annoying. You always knew that right on the bottom of the screen where you see here in the picture, you're always going to have 2 or 3 snipers there. You always knew that there's going to be somebody camped with equipment in both of the right and left buildings. And then if you're on the other side, you always knew that there was going to be, or rather the opponents were on the other side, you always knew there was going to be somebody on the helipad trying to snipe, and it was just not a fun map to play in my opinion. Making its first and only appearance on the list is Modern Warfare 3 with its map Carbon. Now you could pretty much tell, I mean, if you have 2 evenly matched teams in this game, and you got on Carbon, whoever spawned at the top was gonna win. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was just an unbalanced map because it was on a excuse me, it was on a hill that played up and down instead of maybe side to side. So yeah, bad map. Never want to play it again in my life. Making its second appearance on the list is Ghost Flooded. I probably played on this map a few dozen times, and I still don't get the ebb and flow of it. I don't get what they were going for here. The water mechanics are just gimmicky in my opinion. Not a very good map for air support. It's just chaotic and no sense in flow, and vote to skip. Coming in at number 4 is Modern Warfare 2 Fuel. Now remember what I said about Array and it being a hiking simulator? Welcome to the original hiking simulator of the Modern Warfare series. Now this one is, geez, it's so big. And there's pretty much just the one building in the middle where all the action mainly happens. So you have that hiking simulator where if you die, it's going to be 5 minutes hike back into the battle. And on top of that, it had a glitch in it that was never fixed. You guys know what I'm talking about, where people glitch into those rocks in the back right corner of the map. Yeah, garbage map. I'd vote to skip it off of eternity. Coming in at number 3, we're starting to get into the worst of worst maps. These are the maps that I wish I could just erase from my Call of Duty games permanently. But this one is from Black Ops 2 and it's Turbine. Now, this one does conform to your normal traffic pattern kind of H-flow that's usually makes what I consider to be a good map, so it has that. But somehow, when you couple it with the wide open spaces with pretty much no buildings or cover or anything, so if you get a swarm or something in this game, it's over. If you have to go up against a swarm, it's over. The B flag is impossible to capture or defend somehow. Usually it's either once you have it, it's easy to defend, or maybe I just suck at this map. I'm getting frustrated even thinking about it. It's hiking simulator meets no air support cover meets bad objective placement meets vote to skip. Coming in at number 2, the second worst Call of Duty map of all time, in my opinion. Now, spoiler alert, number 1 is also from Modern Warfare 1, or Call of Duty 4, whatever you want to call it. But coming in at number 2 is Creek. And it came in the same DLC map pack. The first map pack I ever bought for Call of Duty games. And Creek was just, it looked so cool. We saw the videos for it. We downloaded them on Xbox. We were excited. We all got on that night and downloaded them. We're like, oh, this is going to be cool. There's like a cool ravine that you can see in this picture. Like, this picture makes this map seem cool. No, my friends. This map is not cool. I can't even describe how it plays. So the creek itself, it should be called like Death Valley, because you can jump off of one side and run up the other, but the other side you have to run across the entire map to be able to get up it. It's just very unbalanced, not fun. There's too many houses in the back for people to camp in, and they were so far in the back that there was never any traffic there, so the only reason you would be there is if you were camping. So, terrible map. But this is the only map you would pick over the next map ever. Coming in at my number 1 worst map of all time, Modern Warfare 1's Chinatown. Now, I believe this was a remake from Big Red 1 or maybe even Call of Duty 3, but this map was so bad back in the day that we literally would call every bad map after it, be like, oh man, this is the Chinatown of Black Ops. Oh man, this is the Chinatown of Ghost. This is the Chinatown. Chinatown became the verb for terrible map in our lingo. You could never tell where anybody was going to be spawning at. It was like pretty much a circle. So you never knew where the other team was going to be. You could be controlling the map continuously, and they just pop up behind you with a terrible spawn point and murk you. And then see all these windows? Yeah, so it's camper galore. There's 95,000 windows in this map. You're going to walk by the wrong one or down the wrong alley, and it's just not good. So that concludes my top 10 maps you always want to vote to skip for Call of Duty. If you enjoyed this series, be sure to leave me a like. Comment, let me know what's your most hated Call of Duty map. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.